What's up, Joe? This your girl Nicky Shots, and you are tuned into
Nicky by nature.
So, I got a question for everybody out there that considers marriage and wants to get married. I need to know: is the ring a deal breaker? And when I say the ring, I'm considering the engagement ring. When you see the ring, is the size, the price, the look, is it a deal breaker for you saying yes? This question is surfaced from my own personal life. I was in a relationship with a woman who I thought we were on the same page. We've actually talked about marriage, and I guess maybe she didn't take the conversations as seriously as I did, because I went, and at the time I was making like, I could say like $8 an hour working at a restaurant, and I wasn't getting consistent hours. So people who work those jobs, y'all know, every week your check is different. So nothing is guaranteed when you work in those type of environments. So you have to kind of be on your toes all the time, especially when it comes to your bills and taking care of business. But anyway, I was working at one of those jobs, which she was actually the store manager at my store. And yeah, so I was making way less money than she was. I found out later on she was making $1,000 a week. But I took my hard-earned money and I bought a ring. Now, I at the time I didn't have the type of money where I can go out and put $4,000, $5,000 on a ring. So I decided, I said, I love her so much and I don't want to lose her. And, I feel like we can start our process at forever. I feel like we can start our forever now. So I decided, I said I would get a ring, and then eventually later on down the line, I would save up, and eventually I would purchase her a more expensive ring, because I do believe, the ring is important. I know to me, I'm like in limbo about it, because sometimes I feel like, an expensive engagement ring is, it's a status symbol, but at the same time, when it comes to certain relationships, if we're both on the same page financially, it's okay to get a cheap ring. I'm not saying like, okay, go get a gumball machine ring, but I went out and I bought a $200 ring. But the $200 ring did not look like it was a $200 ring. It looked, it looked good. I have taste. So I did consider that. But after I proposed with this ring, she decided, oh, it's not an engagement ring. This is my promise ring. When we got into an argument, the truth came out. The truth set her free. Apparently, she felt as though the ring was not expensive enough. She went and got it appraised. I was flabbergasted, bro. Like, first of all, you could have just asked me. You didn't have to go get it appraised. I even said, when I proposed to her and when I, gave her the ring, I told her, look, it's not expensive, but I eventually want to buy you a more expensive ring. First of all, why are we having arguments about a ring? And second of all, what happened to you loving me enough to just want to marry me for me without rings. You see what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to marriage, no matter if you're in a gay relationship, a straight relationship, or whatever you're into, when it comes down to marriage, women get these big, nice, extravagant rings, and then the more masculine character, the man, gets a band. Now, sometimes you have rare occasions where that band might cost some bands, but I went shopping with one woman. This is a whole different woman, but we were just looking at rings, just to, if we were. I just wanted to see her taste, and see if she was just like my last, and she was. She picked the $4,000 ring, and she was okay with me getting a $300 ring. Like, these are just examples of past women that I've considered marrying, and from what I've noticed, I get the same responses. I get the same type of responses, regardless of what female I'm messing with. When it comes down to, and I've only wanted to marry like a handful of women. I could say off the top of my head, only 3 women in my life I've actually considered marrying. And then now I look at it and I can dwindle that down a little bit after their response to the whole marriage idea. It kind of changed my whole perspective on those women. My question to y'all, I need to know, bro, like, is the ring a deal breaker? And why? Because if you love me, and if our relationship was based on love to begin with, then why is a ring changing your mind about me and about marrying me? This especially should not be occurring in the gay community. And the reason I say this, I don't care what you think. I feel like a community that was based off love, a community that justified the reason for them wanting equal rights, was because of love. I feel like there should be no reason that money gets in the way of a relationship progressing. Now, I know people give and receive love in different ways. It's important that we learn our partner's love languages and appeal to them. Okay, now for y'all that don't know what a love language is, some of the ones that I do know of are like physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation, like they love words of encouragement, or like acts of service, and some people like receiving gifts. Now, this is that. However, receiving gifts has nothing to do with the price of those gifts, y'all. It's supposed to be the thought that counts. However, I have dated several women who value the price of the gift more than the actual art of receiving. Now, the lesson I get from this is why it's important. You have to understand who you are dating, especially if you plan to get serious with that person. Okay, if you're dating someone who's working minimum wage and you expect expensive gift, marriage won't work. If you date someone who does make a decent living but is a minimalist and values financial stability and is saving and investing for the future, and then you come in and you expect to be spoiled, marriage won't work. If you date someone artistic and creative who likes to be spontaneous and make you gifts, personally, if you expect Gucci and Louis, marriage won't work. If you want to find a partner and marry someone in the future, it's important to learn their love language and figure out yours as well. If y'all love language don't coincide, that's a deal breaker. You need to find someone who matches it, because baby, it's not the price of the ring that's the problem. It's you.